Welcome back to another podcast. This is a sports podcast in the sport of soccer or football, as they like to call it. We are speaking on Bayern Munich, the team in Germany who is just always the champions in the Bundesliga. Bayern entering talks with Manchester City to sign Leroy Sane. Now, if you all don't know who Leroy Sane is, he is a winger for Manchester City. Had a pretty good season. He was most definitely coming off the bench most oftentimes because Manchester City is stacked at the wings. They have Raheem Sterling. They have Aguero up at striker. They have Mahrez. They have just a lot of good players sitting on the bench. And it would be interesting if Manchester City does not take this deal to move on Leroy Sane, but I would understand them not taking it because Leroy Sane being a heck of a substitute off the bench, especially when the defense gets tired late in the games. Let's speak about this. What I'm going to do is read an article for you all, and I am going to give you my opinion on what I think Bayern should do and what I think Manchester City should do as well. After a year where he was left off the German World Cup squad and oftentimes forced to come off the bench for Pep Guardiola's Manchester City side, Leroy Sane may have hit his breaking point. According to a sensational report from the Daily Record, Bayern Munich have been granted permission to speak to the Germany international's representatives with a view to agreeing contractual terms. Sane was one of just 3 Premier League players to log double-digit goals and assists this season, scoring 10 goals and contributing 11 assists for the champions. However, the 23-year-old made just 21 starts for City this season, oftentimes playing third fiddle. Oh my goodness, I forgot. It wasn't just Raheem Sterling and Mahrez and all of them. I forgot about Bernardo Silva. In total, Sane appeared in just 55% of possible minutes in the league this season, something that's believed to have made the winger vote against signing a contract extension with the Citizens on several occasions. Sane has 2 years remaining on his contract, which means that this summer could be the last in which City could command a heavy fee for the German, especially from a Bayern side, who will look to replace Rivery and Robben and Frank Ribery. The report has went so far as to say that director of football, I don't know how to say this name, but not even going to try it, has told friends that he could be forced to sell him in the upcoming window. Bayern attempt to sign the 19-time international from Schalke back in 2016 when they were beaten to the punch by City. So, how interesting is that? Manchester City, a team who just won the Premier League title by a hair against Liverpool, may be offloading a player who, off the bench most oftentimes, playing third fiddle, logged double digits in assists and goals, which is absolutely insane for a player of his stature, in the sense of him coming on in the late minutes and either scoring or assisting on many of the goals that Manchester City scored this season. My opinion of it is it would be a good signing for Bayern. It definitely would be a fantastic signing, especially with them mentioning Rivery and Robben and Frank Ribery maybe going into retirement sooner rather than later because of them getting older. And having a Leroy Sane in that squad would be interesting. He would have a major role in the Bayern side, mainly because the fact of the matter is he's still young. He's 22, 23 years old, has a lot of growth to do. And it would be interesting to see if Manchester City does offload him. Now, what could also happen is, say, Manchester City realizing he's such a factor off the bench, even though he's not technically content with his role at the club. Manchester City may actually wait one more year. Now, I'm not advising this at all, but if they wait one more year, the only problem is, like they said in the article, would be they would be getting less money for him. He has 2 years on his contract now. If this transfer was to happen next season, then Bayern would be getting a heck of a deal for a player who has a lot of growth to do, especially as he has played in the Bundesliga before for Schalke that long ago in 2016. But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on it. I think this move will happen because, I mean, if Manchester City is smart in the aspect of trying to get more bang for their buck, they can definitely sell him now and then have that money for whatever position they need to fill, So, but for Bayern, that would be a good signing, a very good signing. That is it, though. Thank you so much for listening to this short and quick podcast. Just my opinion on the fact that Leroy Sane may be leaving Manchester City for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. He's been there before, so he knows what to do in the Bundesliga. Other than that, though, thank you so much for listening. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace. Wow.